Here we are, Rulon Gardner, along with Randy Griffin here, commentating the 6A Championship Series here at BYU Stadium. 6A softball in a college venue for the first time in the history of the state of Utah.
Just such a beautiful venue, blue sky, few high rolling clouds. It's just a fabulous day. Temperature 82 degrees here, almost no wind.
Beautiful day. I'm up here in the booth with the champ, Rulon Gardner. Let's go.
Well, it's time to act. Well, that was a few years ago, but now it's time to title the new champ. It's going to be either.
You're giving up your crown that easy?
Wow. You know, this is, you know, I think there's a place and a time in life where we take roles in our lives and, you know, we accomplish those goals. And this is, you know, a step for one of these teams to become a champ this year. Riverton just done such a great job. But for West to kind of come where they come from and build a program and so many great athletes, and just you look at two different kind of worlds, you know, South Jordan to, you know, Salt Lake City, and just competition. You know, there's so many teams that have been vying for here. I was down there during the national anthem looking, and you just see the pride of all these all these communities coming together and showing just the love of the sports, of the athletes, and just, you know, competition. So I look at every challenge in life. You know, you always want to do your best, and some of these girls will probably go on to play athletics at the next level. Some of them, this may be the last day that they ever play athletics in their lives, and so it's just something truly special. So,
well, I know Jolie Mayfield, the junior shortstop there for Riverton. She's got offers to play at the University of Utah, so she's at least one. I'm sure there'll be others too, like you say.
You know, and you can go a Division I route, or you can go a junior college route like I did, and then ultimately end up at the Division Is, and who knows, maybe the Olympics. So some athletes develop at younger ages, and some of these athletes are probably freshmen, sophomores in this game.
You probably developed when you were in first grade, didn't you?
And developed is not a talented athlete. You know, as a kid, my mom, it was kind of funny. She's like, Rulon, we were there with Dr. Perks, and you were walking down the hallway, you know, 100 yards away, and he's like, that kid is so uncoordinated, he's probably going to trip and fall by the time he gets to us. And I tripped and fell. My mom was like, I was so embarrassed it was you. So for me, I wasn't a natural-born athlete. I just had to develop it over time, and it took me until I was 29 years to develop the skill level to be the best in the world. You know, going to 2 Olympic Games, you see a lot of great athletes. And, you know, I see characteristics in these athletes today. You see Riverton today, and you see West, and, you know, I got a chance, I know yesterday I was name dropping a little bit, like Lisa Fernandez and
let's go.
Jamie Finch. You know, those girls are, you know, pitchers that were dominant in their era. You know, they you know, they
still legends.
Yeah, they were kind of the pioneers. You know, Lisa Fernandez, man, she was there and met her at the Olympic Festival one year, and then ultimately going out and winning the Olympics and just becoming friends with her. And it's like, remember me back when I was, you know, nobody? And that's just the way it is. You know, Olympic athletes, they treat you know, like each other. Everybody's successful. It doesn't matter if you win or lose medals, and you're just competition. You know, these girls are competing to be the best on a daily basis. You know, steam title means, yeah, you're the best in the state, but you have a chance to be part of a team, and that's special.
Well, here we go, Rulon. First pitch here, the 6A State Championship brought to you here. BYU Stadium. Big shout out to KSLSports.com for hosting it, getting us here to commentate these games. Here we go, Kaysen Korth in the circle for Riverton. Just a dominant pitcher. Hasn't given up a run since April 12th. Been 14, 15 games in a row without a runner crossing home plate. And we saw that yesterday with West's bats have been hot in this tournament. But when you run into a pitcher like Kaysen Korth, a lot can change. As she comes in with that one, first pitch, second pitch strike, takes the count to 1-1.
Yeah, her motion, the movement of that pitch, and, you know, a lot of times it creeps in those hands, and it's hard to get the head of the bat around to make contact, and that's why she's bringing that bunt out.
See what Brooklyn Tapusoa can do here for West. Last game in the 5A, we saw pitchers battle too through the first 5 innings until Spanish Fork was able to hit a 3-run homer to kind of break that game, well, to take the lead in the game and ultimately win that game. So we'll see what the batters can do here as Brooklyn Tapusoa takes that third strike, looking backwards. She goes down for the first out of the game.
And like we talked about in the last game, you know, you got to pull the bat off the shoulder if you're going to get out there.
Those strikes don't hit themselves.
No, these pitchers are too good. The motion of the pitch is good. The speed's good. You know, and once you think you're ready to hit the ball, they hit you with an off speed. You're just always playing second guess.
Andrea Tagovailoa up to bat here for the West Panthers. Takes that one high and inside for a ball.
Man, you see the speed of that ball, and it just kind of lifts right as it comes across home plate.
She likes that rise ball. Rises up and in on the right-handed hitters, doesn't it?
Oh.
Another one in there. Good cut there from Tagovailoa. Just couldn't catch up to that one.
And you're looking how close her fingers are to, it's probably within 4 or 5 inches of, hitting her fingers. And she's really, crowding crowding home plate.
Korth ain't scared. She's coming right at her. She fouls that one right back into the screen. Takes the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And having the guts to stand in there, some people are like, oh, it's not a very hard game to, you stand in there.
Oh, no way.
You look down the barrel of that fastball coming inside and
forget about it.
Trail into your hands. I'm like, I think I'm going to just go watch. Let somebody that's a little bit better athlete than me.
Fouls that one back.
It's all about
Keeps
staying
that
alive
count,
at
absolutely.
this point.
Foul off those good pitches that you can't do anything with and live to see another day.
Because once you start backing off the home plate, start, trying to open up because you're, thinking those pitchers are coming inside, then she's going to throw something inside, up and in, and then down and away, and so it gets you chasing. So I haven't really hit an off-speed pitch at this point.
I think that's the only pitch I could hit is an off-speed pitch, without them throwing a fastball first. Just old man style, throw that up. Fastball looks good. Able to check her swing is Tagovailoa. Excuse me, it's a mouthful there.
Tagovailoa.
There you go, Rulin. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Korth looking in. Fires another one. Hot shot down the third baseman. Gloves it like a pro. Throws it across the diamond for the second out of the inning. Good play over there by Alexis Shaver. That ball got on her quick, and she was able to take that in-between hop and fire it over to first.
You saw her kind of react and kind of move a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, and she was able to kind of snow cone that, and lucky to be able to get the mid on it. If not, that's looking for at least 2, and great job getting that throw from third to first.
Fires a fastball in there. Manaya Fonoti unable to catch up to that fastball.
This is our second series. We did the earlier match today with Spanish Fork was successful, and the one common denominator is great pitching.
That looked like an illegal pitch, but they got away with it. That first game umpire, he wasn't afraid to call the illegal pitch.
No, there was there were certain rules, and you catch the speed of the game, and these are professionals like we talked earlier. These umps they're definitely professionals. They do a great job.
Oh, I always like to tease the umps, but they do a good job. In on the hand, strike 3, backwards K. 2 strikeouts there to start the game for Kaysen Korth, picking up right where she left off from yesterday.
She is solid.
Picking up where she's left off all year, I should say. She's an unbelievable pitcher.
And as an athlete, you're thinking, oh, my gosh, I got to state. I got to state now what? These great athletes, you prepare for the battle every day. Walking out on the Olympic stage or walking out on the field to win a state title, you walk out there, have character, have discipline, have focus, have all the energy to be able to go out there and compete to win this game. And, that's what these great pitchers do. That's what these great teams do. Put yourself in a position where, you may have to be able to recover, help somebody else recover from maybe a misplay or something. And that was one thing yesterday some of these teams have really struggled with, giving up those extra base hits or giving up those hits, just not able to field the ball and get it to where they need to be to get the forced out. And, that's one of those things that a good championship team is going to do is eliminate those mistakes.
Well, Riverton sticking with the same lineup as it had yesterday. Why change it?
Don't they say why fix something that's not broken?
Absolutely. Tessa Hogue leading off. On the mound there for West is Rita Tavita. She pitched a good game yesterday, and they pulled her out for Ashlyn. Excuse me, for Briley Ashcroft. I knew it was an Ashcroft there. Ashcroft came in there and kind of shut him down, so I was kind of expecting to see Ashcroft, but they're going back with Tavita. First pitch high for a ball 1.
And that was the one thing we saw yesterday is the pitch count starting off, 1, maybe 2 balls, and then always just falling a little behind and having to throw big pitches to try to be able to pitch around.
Little lazy foul ball, goes foul. Good thing it went foul because that thing had some spin on it. Kind of spun away from the charging third baseman, Andrea Tagovailoa. Went foul for the first strike of the game. 1-1 count to Tessa Hogue. The lefty just runs in that box, gets a head start, and slaps one down there, and she was halfway down the base path before West knew what was up.
A little English on that ball as it takes off.
Change up. Steve Reich. That ball was coming in so slow, the Hogue was all the way out of the batter's box by the time it crossed the plate.
At what point do you rate where the ball crosses the plate? Where the runner is or where the plate is?
I think it's fastball. Looks good. Just missed. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
From our previous experience, Randy, you're a little bit tough on these umps, and so
I am. Yeah. Change up again, fastball, or a little lazy fly. Third baseman was already dragged in, pulled in a little bit, so she made an easy play to retire Hogue for the first out of the game for the West Panthers.
Great job keeping the pressure on the hitter. Coming in. You're wanting to challenge them to change their tactics, and West being able to adjust and play the players in and make that run, even though it was in foul territory, being able to get that ball and secure the catch for the first out.
Brings up Alexis Shaver, the third baseman for Riverton. You look down out there in the crowd and you see the Spanish Fork team sticking around to kind of get some good games in. The defending currently back-to-back 5A state champs, Spanish Fork, kind of hanging out watching some softball.
This is one of those special days. Where are you going to go to? Disneyland today, or Spanish Fork's hanging around, and I guarantee you Spanish Fork's being like, I think we could beat these guys. So
I'd like to see it. Spanish Fork's a great team.
No, it's just that's what competition does. Players want to watch other great players. Yeah, you may lose to them, but you still stick around and watch them.
Shaver takes that one high and out for ball 2.
So many times with our wrestling team, it's like, oh, I got beat out, I'm not coming to watch. I'm like, bull crap, you need to come watch the game. You need to see what's going on. This is why these guys are at the next level and you're not. So
absolutely,
you got to learn characteristics that they have.
Comes a 2-1 pitch. Shaver staring her down. Rips one into left field. That's got everyone going back towards the wall. Left fielder moves to her left, takes her eye off it. Ball gets by her. Shaver rounding the base, headed into third for the 1 out. I guess it's an error on the left fielder, but she wasn't stopping. Those are ones you just have to have. I've got her an error. Let's see what the official scorekeeper gives her, but in my mind, that's an error. She had it. She took her eye off it, and fastball in there to number 18, the pitcher, Kason Korth, for a strike. Yeah, a little lazy fly by out to left field, and Kylie Espinosa just kind of, she made a good play, got a good jump on it, was there, and just didn't make the grab. They did end up giving her an error on it, which it was.
Now the ball was just right there, and just one of those little mistakes.
Change up, looks good on the outside part of the plate, little low for ball 2, 2 balls and a strike.
And those little mistakes, against the number 1 seed, great Riverton, the Wolves, they just, they keep the pressure on you.
Good hard hit up the middle from the pitcher, Kason Korth. Brings in Shaver from third for the first run of the game.
Now it's just a solid poke at the ball, just nice driving it right up where the defender was not.
Brings up Jolie Mayfield, shortstop. leading RBI hitter in the state. She hit her 62nd RBI on the season yesterday. Looking for more here. You know, with Korth not giving up a run and since April 12th, 1 run seems like a lot, but I don't think West is thinking about that right now. They're just trying to get out of the inning and get their bats going.
Yep. Riverton's starting to heat up a little bit, and the game's just taken off.
Good pitch there on the outside portion. Mayfield, good eye laying off that one.
West High doing a great job trying to frame those pitches. Catcher again setting up on the outside.
Yeah, that's Lafiana Fafita back doing the dirty work behind the plate. Two 2-0. Runner on first. 1 runner in. Foul ball down the right field line. Bounces off the fence, off the net.
Yeah, and you can see the hitter just kind of in a neutral position, not really rushing, not really pushing the home plate. So laying back, and that's why they're kind of setting up on the outside, trying to catch that outside corner. Maybe just a little bit too far of a reach and try to get him to chase something out of the strike zone. That's exactly the pitch. That's what she wanted. And they push it, they push it, they put it, try to extend the strike zone.
So evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good pitch, like you say, Rulin. Here comes the payoff, 2-2. Fastball, right back up the middle. Can she get it? No, through both the pitcher's glove and the shortstop's glove. Just a hard enough hit that was crept through both of their gloves.
That's such a hard play to make. You're basically pitching with the right hand. Your left hand has the mitt. You have to change direction and try to reach back and catch and field that ball on the ground. And so just a great poke, not able to get to it. You expose yourself as a pitcher. That's why you see the protective gear they have. Those balls come right up the middle.
Change up, catcher dives. Good effort there from the catcher.
There's about putting yourself out there.
That's like the only angle our camera couldn't get was that catcher diving there, but good effort there from from Fafita back there with the left fielder Kylie Roosh up to bat. A fastball. Yeah, Tavita came with that first pitch changeup and had Roosh clear out on her front foot and was just able to kind of foul it off behind her.
That was a great play, good effort.
Here comes the 1-1. Change-up curve outside.
Working the count. You always want to try to get ahead in the strikes.
Fastball ripped into right field. Looks like it's going to head over the right fielder's head. Kind of got a bad angle on it. Unable to catch it. All the way from second and first. 2 runners in a row. Got the second one. No, missed the tag. Good slide there from Mayfield as she was dead to rights. Came around the outside. Avoided the tag. No complaints from the catcher. From this angle, looked like she got him, but the umpire was right there on top of it. 1 out, 2 RBI triple from Kylie Roosh.
That was a great play, great hit, and almost able to come up with that play to be able to catch that over the shoulder. And those are some of the hardest hits, and you're looking back into the sun, too.
Mayfield, Korth was on second base, going to tag up on the catch. Mayfield was right next to her, so they came running 1-2 right next to each other, and West unable to get either of them out. Thought they had Mayfield dead to rights, but like I said, she avoided that tag and slid in there for the 3rd run of the inning. Good pitch from Fafita there. Tavita just a bit outside. So that last play goes down for a double for Roosh, and she advanced to 3rd on the throw home. Brings up Mariah Delgado. The catcher going to single in or a ground out runner come in. So good job by Delgado just getting that ball in play.
Knowing that the runner's going to
Absolutely.
Go home. Is it, do you have a chance to make that play at home plate? Just didn't seem to be an option. So
yeah, the shortstop was playing back and wasn't up, and so on that one, on contact, Roosh was running on contact and got home easy. Here's the MVP from yesterday, Lily Heights. My MVP. Rulon had Kaysen Korth as the MVP. Lily Heights just absolutely crushed the ball. She had 5 RBIs in the second inning alone. Scored 3 times herself. There was a menace out there in the field and at the plate. But looking back, Rulon, you're right. Obviously, Korth didn't give up any runs, and she also tore the cover off the ball yesterday too, so she did it all. Foul ball.
And I look at it, as a team, and now the wind's starting to come in from actually the left field, and so it may make effect on some of these balls that are hit. But you look at a hitter, you don't have a chance to make contact with the pitcher, man. It just shuts down. It just kind of stifles the defense, and you start questioning yourself. Can we even hit? Riverton, the Wolves, these guys are just so good, and it just kind of brings the morale down, and that's what West has got to do. They got to find a way to, crack, in one way or the other.
Change up outside. That's how I felt like Lehigh did a good job today after getting both these teams Lehigh and West both got 10 runs the first day, and Lehigh did a good job of coming back and making a game out of it.
Oh, they did, and you could just see, Spanish Fork was just a little better. They made it, those little intangible plays that, things that were questionable that maybe, Lehigh couldn't do. Spanish Fork was able to do, and just shut it down. I think Lehigh at one point had runners, bases loaded, and ended up getting nothing out of it.
3-1 pitch, lifted into right field. It's got trouble written all over it. Bounce is fair. Heights taking off for second. Just the seeing eye double there from Lily Heights. She's got it up there and let her speed take over.
And there's nothing you can do as you just watch that ball just kind of tail off, and you're just thinking, go foul, go foul.
Just start crying, right?
Then you're running full speed, and you're trying to reach down knowing that they got a single and trying to stop the runner from, advancing on to second base. Just one of those hard plays.
Kylie Carroll, the batter now. Good pitch there right down the pipe from Tavita for strike 1.
My coach has always said, harder you work, the luckier you get. And I think, Riverton, you watch them in the warm-ups today and you see them play yesterday, they play as a full team.
Looks like they're doing a substitute. They're bringing out the right fielder. I'm not sure if she got injured on the play or what happened, but they're bringing out Juanita Garcia. We'll get a number on who subbed in for her, but let's see.
Your attention, please. Now playing right field for West, number 13, Mele Lange.
Mele Lange checking in for Juanita Garcia. Brings up Kylie Carroll still up there. She took that first one for a strike. Second one in there for a ball. So 1-on-1's the count to Kylie Carroll. Comes the pitch, bunt, trying to bunt, steals on. Third baseman had a charge. Shortstop couldn't get over there in time, so good heads-up play by Lily Heights to get that stolen base, to get over to third base. Now an infield hit, scores the 5th run of the inning for the Panthers.
And that's just keeping pressure on West, who's not able to turn around and make that play. You got to keep, the conscious decision to try to keep the runner on the base they're at.
Good pitch there from Tavita coming right at her there to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I think that's one thing, you look at the name, the Wolves. What is Riverton doing? They are like a pack of wolves. They're just keeping the pressure, bend and make them, finally break and get to a point where you can just start getting runs.
Change up off outside, takes the count full.
One more, Rita. You got it, Rita.
2 full count.
Comes the payoff pitch, fastball. Hit lazily to second base, drifted to her left, makes the play there. Good play from the second baseman, Jada Spite, to get the third out. But not until after the damage was done, 4 runs come in on 4 hits, 1 error.
And 1 left on base.
1 left on base.
We'll take a quick break.
Let's go, West!
Heading to the top of the second inning. Feels like we've already played an hour. Only in the second inning. West comes to bat with the pitcher, Rita Tavita, trailing 4-0 against Case and Korth and the Riverton Silverwolves.
Case with a good first inning. Start off a few balls, looking at trying to get back on track.
Good cut from Tavita there. Found that one back for strike one.
West! You got it, Rita!
Walk around and reset their mindset.
Be patient, Rita. See your ball.
Pitch right down from Korth to Tavita for strike 2.
Let's go, Rita!
Which comes inside for fastball that comes in on the hands. Good job from Tavita to foul that one back.
Two guys on there. Two guys coming on there. Inside. They're not missing. They're hitting me with everything. Right in my face.
Ball 2 evens count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rita Tavita, one name to say right there. Just rolls off the tongue. Rita Tavita. See what she can do. Help herself out here. Tries to get over the glove of the third baseman. She's looking for 2. Holds up at 1 there. Just the right spot to hit that ball. Bounce it over the leaping third baseman, Alexis Shaver. Couldn't quite glove it for a
Batting
single.
fifth is the catcher,
First hit of
number
the
11,
game.
Laviana Papita.
Just enough on that to make something happen. Great job, great hitting, sticking with it, and then just poking that, that one big bounce right over the head.
Oh, sorry.
Takes a foul ball there.
Starting to make contact. Things are starting to heat up a little bit for West. First inning. Lighten up a little bit and start to get to West thinking, we got to make something happen. So, starting to make contact for the ball. This clock just not able to make when you think about the trajectory of
Let's go,
pitchers
West!
can just have so much control of these balls, and sometimes it
a feet to the catcher. Pops up the shortstop for the first out.
For the Panthers, re-entering number 5, Juana Garcia.
Brings up the right fielder, Juanita Garcia. So it looks like she should be good. She didn't get hurt.
I'm gonna guess she's gonna hit this.
Maybe some type of change.
Two balls and a strike. Juanita Garcia at the plate. Fouls that one off. Almost instigating the on-deck circle, which is Grace Worthington. Did a good job getting out of the way.
Let's go, Wally!
Keep it right on your feet.
Absolutely. Got her swinging for the second out of the inning. Struck out Juanita Garcia.
Batting 7th is the first baseman, number 22,
Oh,
Grace
through my
Worthington.
headset. It's pretty loud. She throws harder than the sap from Spanish Fork. Yeah, I agree too. They both in the ring.
Lisa, can you grab me two pieces of
And
ice?
the control is what's impressive. So it is just a strike right on the inside corner, just a beautiful pitch, sticking with what makes you successful.
Grace Worthington trying to get something going for West here.
Hey, you guys stay.
Comes the fouls it back. Looks like it's not going to get over the net back into the field.
What are you going to do?
Strike 2.
I'm hoping to get some play up here. See if Andy still has his hands.
Shut the cooler, B-Guy. Shut the cooler.
Let's go, West!
Beautiful sight. Such a beautiful spring summer day.
Pitch inside for ball 1. Good 0-2 pitch.
You're down 4 runs. West High needs to do something here.
Struck her out. We're
The
going to take
total
a
for the
quick break real
Panthers
quick.
in the
and
top
try
of the second inning.
Be right
No
back.
runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base.
Chloe Woods at the bat for Riverton takes the first 3 pitches. The ball is getting way ahead of Tavita on the mound, in the circle, excuse me. It's the ump right in the leg there. You know my board.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 5, Tessa Hull.
Best in one of those. Lead off batting on base.
Chloe Woods draws a 4-pitch walk. Brings up the top of the order. Tessa Hope, she batted in every inning last game. She's on track to do that again. First pitch changeup again. Hogue out of the box, unable to get anything on.
And there's a strike.
Now she starts to run. The ball gets there when she's already left the batter's box. Chops that one foul.
Pitch command.
I would just throw her change up non-stop. She gets so
All of her hits at the box. Either go foul or
Now batting is the third baseman, number 11, Alexis Shaver.
Let's go West!
Pitch from Tavita to Alexis Shaver. The crowd wanted a strike, but no dice.
That's outrageous, Blue.
Well, it's high.
That's outrageous.
Tavita wings one in there. Shaver rips it into the gap. Right center. Runner from first should score easily. She's rounding third. Shaver's going to catch her heading into third. Easy stand-up triple from Shaver. She almost caught up to Chloe Woods. Shaver flying around those bases. Easy triple from her. Scores Woods all the way from first base.
Now batting is the pitcher, number 18, Kason Core.
Lead off walk to be able to get the runner on base.
Absolutely.
And come around with the triple. Great job of making a great hit, great replay, coming around close to the third home, but just great legs to be able to move in the third position. So it's a great job coming around and just a nice job of hitting, but then also base running.
Missing something. What? Missing something.
Let's
go West!
Foot 2 feet on the outside.
Let's go West!
There's a case of Core for pitcher. Silverwolves takes that one right up the middle. Almost hits Tavita. Good job of her just getting out of the way, but another good piece of hitting. That's twice Casey Corvus hitting right up the middle. Next that.
Shortstop, number 16, Jolie Mayfield. Courtesy runner for Riverton, number 14, Bryn O'Reilly.
Who hit and scored.
Wow, the West is way cool.
Double from Roche. So Mayfield trying to keep her back hot.
A little bit of medium demands trying to figure out what we can do.
Well, it seems like that first inning they did good. They got the first batter to fly out. Second batter hit a lazy fly ball to left, and she dropped it. And ever since then, it seems like the West is just kind of
Utah Sports TV.
I'm not saying taking themselves out of the game, but just don't seem to have that fire in them. Started off strong.
It's just me and lacrosse.
Didn't take long.
You got one out. Oh, you're doing the whole game.
Yeah, somebody's scoring. You've got to be able to score yourself. You can't
Got a whole
score the game.
Get
keeping that pressure on. Champs always find ways to win, and the best thing to do is just take off and try to say keep up and try to play catch up.
What?
Missed by much there. Fifita trying to frame that one in, but Delton not buying it. With Mayfield up, running on first and running in scoring position, really. So let's see what she can do.
Oh, yeah,
outside pitch. Let's go by for ball 2.
I would have loved for Lehigh to win. That's where I graduated.
Just count 2-0. Not a spot you want to be against one of the best hitters in the state. The hitters count right here.
I mean, this game,
Not either.
I'm just cheering for West because they're more fun to cheer for.
Tavita changeup, fouls it there. Good pitch there. You're thinking she's going to come with a fastball because she's down on the count 2-0, but she trusts her changeup and throws it in there. Mayfield way ahead of them. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Fires a fastball, another foul ball.
Their mom didn't have it. You can have it.
Good way to get back into this at-bat. 2-0 and now coming back 2-2.
Yes, was.
See Tavita dials up here on the mound, throws one in, double play opportunity. Out at second, tries to turn it. Ooh, just over the arm of the first baseman. A little high turn there, but she had no other choice. Second baseman is Jada Spike. Good job. She had to hurry and turn the thing. Good opportunity there. Get Mayfield to get
Left fielder, number 2, Kylie Roosh.
Let's go, West!
for the second out of the inning. Brings up Kylie Roosh.
You had to.
What a 2-1 double her first time up.
Yeah, it was James Lewis.
Change up, got her swinging out in front.
Let's go, West! Okay, yeah, definitely heard that.
Expecting that speed, and when you're standing in the batter's box, when you're standing on the up deck circle, and you just wait and be able to watch that speed and try to emulate, and you see fastball, you see, here comes a fastball, and you get ready to hit it, and all of a sudden you're just too far ahead, and you just whiffed at the swing, and gotta wait for your next one.
Fafita doing a good job of digging that one out of the dirt, keeping the runner on first. Rips one down the line, just foul. Started off good, and man, she hit that hard. Roosh has got a hot bat today. She's feeling it.
She came around, she turned that torso and those hands. Man, 2 feet outside, just a little bit foul.
Hey, goes down as a strike. Comes 1-2. Fastball, another one. Fouled down the left field line.
One more, Rita!
Come on, Rita!
Where's she at, Rita? Let me in!
1-2 to Roosh. Change up, able to get a bat on it, but just puts it out to the second baseman.
The total score Riverton in the bottom of the second inning, 2 runs,
2 more runs
on
to
2
extend their
hits,
lead.
no errors,
6-0.
and 1 left on base.
Son, no more.
Action. Looking for the bunt.
Espinosa, Kylie Espinosa, the left fielder for West, leading things off.
Let's go, West!
Bunt, good bunt there from Espinosa. Good play, it's gonna be close. Ooh, barely got her. Or barely in there safe, it looks like. Looks like they had her, but good wills from Kylie Espinosa. Yesterday, West had gone 3 or 4 innings without getting a hit.
Batting ninth is the second baseman, number 21, Jada Spike.
Now for the second hit, brings up the second baseman, Jada Spike. Trying to get things going here.
Good job, way to hustle down that line. Smart play.
Getting the sacrifice point, right?
Yep, exactly right. You know, looking at what my options are and then addressing it and just saying, you know what, this is the
Now batting is the center fielder, number 8, Brooklyn Tapasoa.
Brings us up to the top of the lineup, Brooklyn Tapusoa. Tapasoa started the game with a strikeout. This one she lofts up over the third baseman's head. Mayfield drifts to her right to make that play easily for the second out of the inning. So Taga Bailoa trying to get some
number 20,
scoring.
Andrea
Base hit should score.
Bailoa.
Position West hasn't been in the last couple games here against Riverton. Chances to score. With 2 outs. We take a base knock here, Ruben.
It's going to take something special right now. You have to really keep the ball, and you're thinking, you're going to give this scoreless streak up.
No, you keep it on.
Even at the state championships, the last thing you're going to do is kind of take the pressure off the gas. You want to just keep this going, get the outs, get the runs. You get a 6-0 lead. Ahead 1-0. 1-1
to Taga Bailoa, the third baseman. She's had a good game out there in the field. Good series, good tournament. In on the hands there, fouls that one back for strike 2.
Great pitch. Sometimes you just know no matter what you do, you're just not going to hit that ball because she does such good pitch placement.
Oh, foul ball hit off the bottom of the bat there. Luckily hit on the knob there at the bottom and on her hands. All the same, it's a foul ball.
Those weren't feeling too good on the hands either.
No, good thing, as I said, good thing it didn't hit her hand. You know, hit the bottom of that knob there. She does a good job of jamming those. Good try from the first baseman. Get out there. Good hustle from Kylie Carroll out there at first. Still 1-2. Foul 3 or 4 balls off in a row here.
State finals.
Change up down and away for ball 2. Doing a good job in there as Taga Bailoa getting down 0-2 and battling back, fouling off the good pitches and trying to get something in the zone that she can hit. Of course, doing a good job not putting anything on the plate. Another one off the fist. This might score somebody. They're going to try her. They're going to try. Oh, Coach Hells her up. I should have sent her. Let's go, Coach. Man, you can tell Riverton does not want to give up an out. They do not want to give up a run.
No, that ball is right.
Let's go, Coach.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 15, Manaya Banuti.
It's like, oh, it's invincible. There's no way I'm going to get scored on. There's no way I'm going to get beat.
Kylie Roosh out there in left field did not want to run the score. You can see her charging in and giving everything jam. Running the score there, but throws a little up the base path. She may have had a chance. Not with 4th on the mound or in the circle, you're not going to get many opportunities like that. Another putting in the hands of Tavita. Excuse me, Fenoti's up. Who struck out her first time. The shortstop for West. In on the hands. They're trying to let it go foul, and it does. Had too much spin on it.
Let's go, West!
For a strike one. So runners on the corners. 2 outs. West trying to get on the board here. Trying to end that streak of scoreless games from Case and Korth.
This point, the only game that matters to West is what's in front of them. Going down 0-2. This is where legends are made, is right now.
In on the hand, struck her out to keep the scoreless game intact.
The total for West.
That's why if I'm a coach, I'm sending her for third. I'm taking my chances. I'm not going to take my chance against Korth in the circle. I'm taking my chances. The left fielder is not going to throw a good throw from the outfield. So
she came in just not coming around the corner.
Leading out for Riverton in the bottom of the third inning, catcher, number 7, Mariah Delgado.
If I was announcing like that guy, which I'm sure you guys for a long time, I'm so bored I would have to start drawing sometimes then. Like just goes, oof. He just pulls a Rick Ross. Oof. Hey, YMCMB. Yeah. What am I gonna buy?
Now batting is the second baseman, number 6, Lily Heights. First baseman, number 10, Kylie Carroll.
Let's go, Wes!
What are you? Stop.
Now batting is the right fielder, number 1, Chloe Woods. Now batting is the center fielder, number 5, Tessa O. For Riverton, in the bottom of the 3rd inning, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base.
Let's go, Wes! Rita!
Man, that PA announcer here at BYU Stadium's got that nice voice. I wish my voice was like his. You know, he just says Rita, Tavita, and it sounds so good. Should get him doing some commentating.
Your scratchy little ratty voice doesn't quite sound as good, you think?
Oh, no, he's got that voice, that's for sure. That looked like an illegal pitch, but they didn't call it. In on the hands of Tavita.
It's called that deep voice.
Yeah, he's got it.
Maybe that's trying just a little too much. Right now, Wes is trying to get back into this game, trying to find a way. 0-1 pitch count.
Top of the 4th already, Rulin.
Yeah, she's bringing the heat, just coming fast, and you just can't. You're just not able to catch up to that ball. You can't, or you're not able to, or
Thing
there's
is,
so many ways to describe that pitch.
You only have a half blink of an eye to decide if you're going to swing, and as soon as you start swinging, she's throwing you a changeup. So you got to be really good with her. Hard to do. Not only is Casey Korth fired in there. She's a smart pitcher and knows when to switch up her pitches. So Tavita had been up one time. She got a single and was stranded on first to end the second inning. Started the inning off with the hit, so let's see if she can do that again here in the fourth. As West looking for any type of momentum which they can keep going. Ooh, could she hold? I don't think she held. Safe. She did hold.
That's a close call, but a good job of stopping the hands.
Absolutely.
Don't want that barrel to open up.
Two and two. Change up. Off the hands into left field. Left fielder Kylie Roosh makes easy work of Rita Tavita for the first out of the fourth inning.
Catcher, number 11, Laviana.
Ball just lays up just a little too much.
Lafiana Fafita, the catcher.
And all you need is one opportunity, one situation to home run.
Fastball. Sheesh. Let's go, Korth. That was an unbelievable pitch right there.
And just the ability to be able to, pitch day after day, inning after inning.
A little lazy fly ball over the first baseman. Second baseman say, I got, but the first baseman turned and went and got it herself. The second out of the inning. So Fafita pops up to the first baseman, excuse me. Good job from Kylie Carroll to go and get that ball. Sometimes those ones are hard to catch. So Garcia Juanita up to bat, the right fielder. First pitch in on the hands. Held her swing for a ball.
So hard to lay off these pitches when you think everyone's going to be right on the inside edge.
That's unhittable.
That one was kind of right on the outside of the plate. Nice there.
Yeah, right on the inside of the plate. Right? Inside corner there, right in her hands.
Yeah.
Another one. Outside.
That was inside.
That one was. Do you know outside, inside, or do I not?
I was going to say, you are from...
I don't know where I'm from. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Heard you from a few different places.
That one's inside. Boom.
There it is.
2 and 2.
It's a good little battle. Can't take anything for granted. Not when you got both caliber athletes, both state.
In on the hands, fists it to second base, fires it over to first. 1, 2, 3 inning.
Oh, it is, and you look at it, and that's why champions. You think it's just so effortless, and just great coaching and just great athletes. Performing at a very high level. Riverton just rolling.
Leading up for Riverton in the bottom of the 4th inning, third baseman, Alexis Shaver.
Here we go, bottom of the 4th inning. Riverton up again. Number 2 hitter Alexis Shaver, who's been on twice. She got on by an error and scored, and hit a triple and scored. Shaver playing the mean third base, hits down on the outside corner there for a strike to start the at-bat. from Tavita.
That was just great placement right on the outside, like I said before, painting those corners.
Another outside pitch on the corner for strike 2.
Just like a mirror image of that first pitch.
Yeah, that one looked a little bit more outside, but hey, when they're giving you the corner, right, you just keep going as far as you can until they don't give it to you anymore. So good piece of pitching there from Tavita. Keep hitting to see if she even goes further outside, which she does. That's what you do. All that does is produce a fly out, easy fly out to the shortstop. Once you start going further out, you're not going to get anything good on it. So good job from Tavita. Great pitch.
All you do is just simply tap it with the end of the bat.
That's all you can do. But she had a swing at it because the umpire's been given that generous corner there. That's like you say, we're going, no, that's what happens when you get ahead on the count. And then you can do pitches then you can get away with pitches like that. Here comes the pitcher, Kaysen Korth, trying to keep her bat hot. 2 for 2 on the day. Comes the 1-0 pitch, down low for ball 2.
Three up, 3 down would be a big situation.
With their 2, 3, 4 hitters, absolutely. This would be massive for West. It's going to be hard to do, though, especially with Korth. Just the changeup. She was still far ahead of that one that she was able just to get power on it. Unbelievable hit from Kaysen Korth. 3 straight at-bats, 3 straight singles. She hit the ball hard up the middle both times, and so I think Tavita's like, I don't want anything up the middle this time, so I'm going to throw her a changeup and let her hit one out to left field on me.
You know, that the barrel of the bat's coming around, and, you know, shoulders are unloading, and then she just kind of holds that wrist back and slows the swing down just to make contact, and it's not overpowering. It's just kind of
that one wasn't, absolutely, yeah. It was a good hit, but she had enough power to get it out there in left field.
Yep.
Brings up Jolie Mayfield,
and that's all
the all-world shortstop for Riverton. Tavita looks in, throws that one outside for ball 1. I like it, though, because she knows that ump's been generous on that corner, so I'd stay outside, too, as much as I could.
There it is. You talked about painting that outside corner. She's sticking with what's working right now. And it's kind of interesting. It takes you a few innings to figure out what the strike zone is going to be, and then you try to push it. You try to always expand it.
Absolutely, there, as she does again. Aside from that first inning, 4-run first inning, West has done a pretty good job, only giving up 2 runs since the first inning. They settled down a little bit there on the in the circle. Tavita's looking really good out there. Here comes the 1-2. Change up, rifle down third baseline. Korth looking to go to third. Coach holds her up. Another unbelievable at bat there from Mayfield, just able to keep her hands back and rifle that ball down the third base line for a 1-out single.
And it wasn't like the third baseman was in a bad position, just not able to move laterally, go down
that
there.
ball's on her way too quick to move. You're right, Rulin.
You know, with the mitt and the glove in the left hand, having to reach across your body and try to knock that ball down, that's tough.
Fastball outside, ball 1. Good pitch. Hit the third baseman. Only plays across the diamond to the first baseman. Tagovailoa has played a good third base out there for West. Good job from Roosh, though, to move the runners up. Moved Mayfield to second and Korth to third. Brings up Mariah Delgado. The catcher takes that change up outside for ball 1.
Now with first base open, you thinking pitch around?
Oh, no, because you got Lily Heights coming up on deck. You don't want to walk her to get the Heights to hit a grand slam. Delgado 0 for 2 today. She's grounded out to short and flew out to second. So you think the best chance is dealing with her. I know Heights got out last time, but she laced a single or a liner into center. Another scoreless inning. After their 2 best hitters get hits, West battles back and shuts them down to get Delgado to ground out to second base to end the inning.
That's exactly what you were looking for. That's what exactly you said. You do not want to pitch around.
That's me, though.
You
know how I feel about Heights, MVP. So I'd pitch around her.
It's me, MVP, most vulnerable person.
You're vulnerable, Rulin?
Yeah. I care about these players, you know.
Let's go.
This is something, something special being able to watch an athlete mature. And you start your freshman year, come into your senior year, a lot of times you just become a human being, and these are the years that will define you and help you to be able to become an adult. It's like you still live in your high school days, reminisce about when you used to could.
No.
This is a fun team to watch, even just warm up. Every time, just watching that, the catcher just
she rifled it down there. I was like, sheesh.
And then the second baseman just grabs it and just flips it back up with her hand. It's like, oh, no big deal for me.
Yeah, jeez, they've been doing this since they were 4, probably,
And that's, that's what team chemistry and building a dynasty and building, a generation of athletes to work together.
Here we go. Grace Worthington leading off here. For West, that ball on the inside, too far inside for ball 1. So Grace Worthington's been up 1 time and struck out, her only time up.
Let's go, West!
Trying to get the leadoff hitter on base. That one's on the hands, foul down the third baseline for strike 1.
And when it's not scoring 6 runs with 1 hit, it's putting the ball in play, putting the ball in position where your team can capitalize on.
It's
hard to capitalize when you have a pitch like that.
I thought it was only 2 strikes, but I only had 2. I was like, wait a minute. I guess Grace, because the first one was a ball. I had 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Worthington hopping back in. Let's go, Grace.
Knock the skin off it, baby.
I already wrote down a K in my book because when she started rolling off, so hopefully I get to erase it and get something better here for Grace. Worthington doing a good job out there on first base. Hits that one off the fist, going to spin and stop. Throws it over, error on the second baseman, kind of rifled it in. Worthington trucking on down to second, looks up and stops at second base. It's an E4. Would you say that was an error on the second baseman or first baseman? She kind of rifled it in there. It was a good throw, but
I think it would be first baseman.
First baseman?
Yep.
Not sure if it was too hard for her to handle, or maybe she should have not thrown it so hard.
Well, the only way she's going to get that out is be able to, you got to fire it in there. It was not quite a perfect throw.
It was a beautiful throw right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She just wasn't expecting it to be coming in so quick.
Usually catching those balls, you have, 30 feet, 40 feet to prepare for it, but there it was just right on a rope.
All right, Kylie Espinosa, the left fielder, wants to get a hit here to get this runner in. They're going to put a little quicker runner out there on second base. See if they can get a hit to get her in. So Espinosa would love nothing else but to end this scoreless streak of Riverton. April 12th seems like a long time ago.
It seems like forever ago, especially when they played the innings and the number of games and the at-bats they have.
Well, here comes Kylie. Let's go, Kylie. Not that I'm cheering for either team, but I just want to see something. Though they're trying to bunt her over to third. This is for a strike. Gets back to second. A lot of action out there going on.
You got to give West credit, trying to turn things, make things happen, pushing the envelope and, not just sitting back and waiting for the hitters to hit, you want to make and see if they'll throw it, they'll miss a throw. It's like, who would have thought that, you'd gotten to first base on an error.
Comes a pitch in on the hands, fouled back from Espinosa. So quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes, trying to get something over to the right side of the infield to move that runner over to third base. Sheesh, that ball's humming in there. Kaysen Korth knows she wants to hit something to the right side of the field, so she's coming inside to make her. If she does get something, it's going to go to the left side of the infield. So the count remains no balls, 2 strikes.
A little bit high. You're looking for base runners. This is big for West. No outs.
Comes the 1-2 inside corner. Got her looking for a strike 3. Good pitch. Kaysen Korth. Brings up Jada Spite. Spite, first time up. Had a sacrifice bunt with nobody out. Was able to get the runner over to third base, and they got stranded there. Or got it to second base. And then Tagovailoa hit a hit. I thought they should have centered, but they didn't. But here we are. So Jada Spite coming up with 1 away, runner on second base. First pitch in on the hands, fouls it back for a strike 1.
I'm wondering if you'd see that same situation again, if they would send her. I'm assuming that they would this time.
I'm with you, Rulin.
I think it's so important for, players and athletes and coaches, all be on the same page.
Oh, she's bunting. Woo, right at her face. I'm just glad she got a bat on that one. That was coming high and tight.
Can't describe the speed of those pitches.
It's coming right back at us. Oh, a little canopy up there.
Let's go, West!
Gets stuck up on that canopy, and about 3 innings later, it's going to fall on top of someone's head. Unless it already did fall down.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Rulin, that's why we bring you, buddy.
Hey, you at least have some type of skill.
Fouls it back.
Just let me know when you find out what it is. Great job staying in this, being 0-2. How many foul outs have we had in a row now? 3, 4?
Comes the 0-2 one more time. Change up, that time gets her. Throw 4 straight fastballs that she fouls off, then you come with a change up, forget about it.
All you can do is just kind of woof at the ball.
Brings up the leadoff hitter, who's 0 for 2, Brooklyn Tapasoa.
West has got to make something happen. Runner on second. First pitch strike. Nice job.
Ah, she throws hard. Is that one a ball? Apparently a ball. They even checked for a check swing, but I didn't feel like she even offered it that one.
Yeah, I didn't really see it. It's hard to see unless you're watching the monitor.
Good pitch.
There's such a great view on that monitor. It's almost better just to watch it on TV. We're actually sitting right up above action, looking down into it, and a lot of these look like great pitches, but you just can't check the trajectory if it's going up, down, rising, falling.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking for a bunt situation.
No. Rips it into left field. That's going to score a run, easily score a run. Tapasua into second, stand-up double. Let's go, West. I see you, Brooklyn. Rips that one into left field. That's the hardest hit we've seen all series against Case and Korth. Coming at a perfect time to get that first runner across the plate.
Exactly what you were looking for.
Unearned run, though, because of the error. Errors will come back and bite you.
Just a great hit, follow through, just not able to make that play, cut it off.
Good camera work out there, Colby Dawson.
Such a great view.
So Brooklyn Tapasoa just traded places with Grace Worthington, the runner on second. The Riverton fans are trying to cheer on Case and Korth. It's the first run she's given up in quite a long time. Tagliavoa Boaya trying to add to that run.
5-run lead. Ooh-wee. There's some extra pepper on that. You know, you just kind of go into cruise control. Sometimes you're thinking that, you know, this game's just going to cruise in and take it, but that pitch there, I think there's some extra zip on him.
Oh, and she hits her. Tagliavoa refuses to brush herself off, runs down to first. That's got to hurt, though. Right there on the thigh, rubbing her knee area. Yeesh.
Called being gritty.
So Riverton coach coming out there just to check on her team after not giving up a run for over a month, just to make sure, hey, we're good. We're still up by 5. No harm, no foul. Just checking on her star pitcher out there. Bringing up Fonotti, the third hitter who struck out twice. See if she can break her slump right here. No bigger spot to break your slump. That hit from Tapusoa, that was a line drive double there. That kind of got things going. Oh, she was going to bunt. She wasn't pulling back either.
No.
With 2 outs, that's a risky move, right?
Well, if you got wheels.
That's true. They call that a strike, though, right?
Yeah, they did.
Swings, fouls back, strike 2. Maybe she had the take sign the whole way from the coach and that first bunt. Either way, Fonotti, unable to get much going today, has struck out twice to end innings, both in the first and the third. Looking to break out of that in the 5th. Pitch on the inside, too far inside for ball 1. comes the 1-2 offering from Kason Korth. Fires one in, fouls it straight back, just missed that one. I see Riverton fans getting into it now. They're feeling maybe, I don't know if they feel pressure, but they're feeling a little angsty out there.
A little antsy.
A little antsy, that's the word I was looking for. Haven't heard much chirping from them all day till about now. Comes the 1-2. Inside high, but she offers at it. Goes down swinging for the third time, struck her out to end an inning.
2 left on base. Those are critical runners that West High needed to get around. Just wasn't able to get it, so. We will be back in 1 second.
Like 14.
Now, this one here, this one is plant-based. That means it's safe for you, your kids, your pets. Sometimes on a hot day like this, I'll go ahead and miss myself. Yeah, cool right down. I'll have a drink if I'm thirsty. Perfectly safe. Now this one, this is my own special cocktail. It's specifically designed to kill witters, but it'll kill just about anything it comes into contact with. And I mean anything.
What about our dogs?
Oh yeah, killed a lot of dogs over the years.
Which one's cheaper?
Having a hard time making decisions? Well, when it comes to buying insurance, come to JRI, where we'll find you the right company at the best rate.
Oh my God, killing me.
So are you the South president now?
Unfortunately. So it's me, like I literally talk to them every day about everything. You know, they just kind of run everything. So they're going to make it easier.
We go bottom of 5th inning.
I think, they're lucky because they have all of them.
Yeah.
And there's me.
Coming up to bat is Lily Heights. Let's go, Lily. Keep that bat hot.
I think right now Riverton's thinking, we want to add a few more runs to this.
Hey, no better person than Lily Heights to lead things off. She's had quite the tournament here for Riverton. And the Silverwolves takes that first one in there for a ball.
We're going to keep going this time. We have festivals too. Yeah, if you ever want to bring 12 out on Thursdays. We don't have boys. Just girls.
Comes the second pitch, outside and high, ball 2.
2-0 pitch count, 2 balls, 0 strikes. You got to pitch to her. You don't want to get her. You won't start off the lead off batter.
No, especially down 6-1. You can't. Ooh, change up. Got Heights out in front there.
That was good. She was kind of baiting her on the outside, baiting, and then just nice off speed. Good job. Good coaching there.
Heights knew she had to come with a strike, and she's figured she's going to come with the fastball, but threw her off with that off speed. Now she comes with the fastball, grounds it to shortstop, ball stays down. Good play from the shortstop, Fanotti. Staying down on that ball to wing it over across the diamond to get Heights to ground out. For the first out of the inning, brings up Kylie Carroll. The wind picks up and start to come through this booth. The flag's pointing straight in now for Kylie Carroll. First pitch to her was delivered a ball. So Carroll's had a good tournament herself. Everyone on Riverton's had a good tournament. That's why, whoa, shot right back at the pitcher. Good job from Tavita to get her glove up to knock that down. I think I'd still be laying down there in the circle. I wouldn't have had a chance at that thing. Unbelievable play.
They talk about putting power behind the hitter.
Let's go, Tavita. I see you out there. Line out. I guess sometimes you're just trying to protect yourself, right? And just getting your hands up, and she was able to get him up in a hurry.
And knock him down.
Chloe Woods takes that first pitch for a strike.
seen one or two plays earlier not being able to knock down, and West is getting a little bit of momentum here.
I'd say, like I said, if it wasn't for that first inning, giving up 4 runs, kind of settled down since then and become a good game. Off-speed pitch, looked good. It just stays down, though. Chloe Wood's doing a good job of laying off that one.
I think kind of look like a spitball. That thing was coming in slow. I was wondering if it was a wiffle ball.
Fouls that one down the third base line and out of play for strike 2. So Tavita, I'm not going to say it this time because last time I said it didn't happen, so I don't want to jinx anybody. So Chloe Woods, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes the pitch from Tavita. Laces it over the third baseman's head and foul. Fanotti cruising out there from shortstop, picking that ball up. So Woods battling here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Riverton fans trying to cheer on Chloe. West fans trying to cheer on Rita. Change up. Hangs in the air. Is going to hang a little too long as Fanotti turns and goes. Hits the out. I didn't say it, but they went first time in this tournament, 3 up, 3 down. So good job from West to keep that momentum.
Yep. Now this is, you're thinking.
And, nope, that's 2 innings in a row that Tessa Hogue hasn't been up. She's been up every inning that Riverton's had it, now 2 innings in a row. So you know, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Rulon, but that means that West is doing a good job these last couple innings on defense.
They're doing a great job, but you look at it, how many outs are there? 6 left, and so your outs are starting to tick away. So West is really got to be.
You're saying too little, too late?
Nope. Oh, no, never too little, too late. No, you put yourself out there on the field, you have a chance. And I think, West building that momentum, I'm sure, seeing the coach talking to him, talking to the batters, being like, hey, you got a chance to go out there and make this stinking thing happen. We need this for our team. We need this to get back in the game, to get back in the series, to come back and force a third and final game. It's the best 2 out of 3. West last night was dominating.
It's almost like they know.
We're already in the top of the 6th, huh? Top of the 6th, Rita Tavita. This is her 3rd time starting off an inning for her team. She's the number 4 hitter. She usually likes to be up there with runners on. But Fanotti unable to extend innings. So let's see if Tavita can get on base. First pitch fired in there and fouled straight back. From Rita Tavita. She pitched the gem after that first inning, got into some trouble. Her defense didn't help her out too much, giving that error out in left field that kind of set things going. Took them a minute to get going, but ever since then they've been rolling. That's got to get some runs here. She takes that second pitch called strike. 0-2 pitch. She's got options up her sleeve. Comes inside fastball. Swing and a miss, Rulon. Sheesh.
But you know what? You got to go down. You got to go down swinging, and that's exactly what she did.
And how scary of a thought to be a batter, thinking you're going to get something off speed, and you see that ball coming in, flying at you. Yeah, sheesh.
And all you can do is just kind of look as it goes by and just woof at it.
Lafiana Fefita, 0 for 2 on the day.
That ball was up and in.
For ball 1. Fefita trying to make something happen. Takes that pitch and swings it over the first baseman's head, but foul down the line.
And that makes me wonder, that wind is probably coming in 15, 20 mile an hour, so it's blowing pretty good now, gusty from actually a little bit southwest right now, so that ball doesn't have that wind. It kind of stays in maybe a little bit.
That means over at UVU baseball field where the 5A, 6A baseball team games are going on here in a sec, that wind will be blown out, so maybe we'll see some fireworks tonight.
Oh, that would be nice
right
to
here
see.
on KSLSports.com. You watch those games too.
Yep. Now Lehigh boys going for their state championship. So
Olympus, they're playing against Olympus. Olympus won the basketball state championship. Lehigh won the football state championship. So the winner of this game's got bragging rights, I would think, is the best, you know.
Yep, best.
I know there's other ones,
school.
but those are the three, you know.
Yep, great job. And there's 2 up, 2 down.
Strikeout from Fafita, or to Fafita from Case and Korth. I said that a lot today, strikeouts. I'm going to add them up here in a minute. Ten strikeouts already, Rulin. We're on the top of the 6th. It's a lot of strikeouts.
That's a huge amount of number of up and downs
Change
and
up
pitches. Yeah. But if you're aggressive and you're coming from the mound looking for a strike and having the ability to know you can throw that smoker, and then when you need to, you can back it off and slow it down and just start making the motion with those balls. It just makes it so hard to second guess.
Easy ground ball to Korth, and she just acts like she's been there before, scoops it up, throws it over to first, no problem.
In with the speed that she has and just the speed that ball comes off the mat, it's tough to be able to recover from those as a hitter. Great job by this great Riverton squad, not just pitching but across the board.
Great
fielding.
team, great team. So West now down to their last 3 outs. Outs are coming a big deal with 5 runs down. So obviously you can't give up any runs here. I mean, I guess you can, but you'd prefer not to. Just keep this game as close as you can. With Korth out there firing, it's going to be hard for them to get 5, let alone more. So very important here for Tavita to stay calm in the circle there. She's done a great job, 3 innings in a row without giving up a run.
It's great to not give up runs, but you got to be able to get your team to start to create runs, especially after that first inning, 4 runs. That was kind of a continuation of yesterday's game. Things have kind of changed up a little bit, and if West can find a way to get back into this, who would know what would happen in that 3rd and final game? Because here in Utah,
Absolutely.
they do best 2 out of 3. So
I kind of like that, actually. You get a true double until you get to the final game, and then that makes sure I feel that the best team actually wins.
Yep.
Those one and done, sometimes you get lucky, but if you beat a team twice, that means you're the champ, you're the best.
Yeah, sometimes you lose just a fluke game, and then you come into the championship, you lose once, it's over. And here in Utah, we do a best 2 out of 3.
Yep, I like that. Props to
on the outside.
UHSAA for coming up with that. And I was just talking to Rob Cuff a second ago, the director over UHSAA, about basketball, and they're implementing the shot clock this year in high school sports here in Utah. So that'll be nice.
Yep.
Boys and girls, no more holding the ball and seeing these low-scoring games. So that's kind of good. So good for them.
Yep. You want to create action. It does make it a little bit harder on the officials and the facilities, but we want to put some athletes out there that can go out there and compete. Someday.
What does it do, Rulon? Puts on the facilities. What do you mean?
Well, you got to be able to have a shot clock, somebody to manage it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Say the shot clock goes down. You see that in the NBA. Something happens to the clock and stuff. And
fastball looks good, no good.
Yeah, over almost 450 high schools in the state of Utah. You're having to implement across the board. That's just that's a lot of extra work. So
yeah, a lot of extra money and.
Yep, it is, and but it brings, I think, opportunities for
trying to
athletes.
slap one and use her wheels. Oh! When she's got wheels like that, you've got to throw it, and it's just so hard to make a perfect throw to get the speedster Hogue. Slaps one to third and just runs like the wind. Pretty sure they're going to give an error because I think she'd have been out if it was a good throw. I don't know how bad of a throw that was, Neil. Do we have a replay over there on that side? You can take a look at. While they're meeting at the mound, we'll see if we can muster up a replay here. Chops it down. Oof. That's rough.
She was, I think, expecting it, and she didn't step. If you step out to that, you actually can extend that, just not able to make that play.
And they did give an error, obviously, but on the third baseman. All the way over to third on the throw.
Well, that was kind of third baseman, but that throw wasn't bad. If you kind of reach out there for the ball, she didn't move her foot. She just kind of stayed there, and that's just one of the things you hate to see. You know, these kids make errors, and you know, you'd rather see somebody just be offensive and just make it happen.
Absolutely. Change up, rifled in the gap to left center field. Going to score Hogue from third easily. Shaver around second, into second, stand-up double, first pitch change-up. Rocketed off the bat of Shaver into deep left center field for a stand-up double to extend the hitting streak to 2 in a row. Kaysen Korth been up 3 times. Rulin's had 3 singles, 3 shots have come off of her bat. Not only can she pitch, she can hit. Fastball on the outside part of the plate for a strike. So Kaysen Korth takes that one, looks outside, but he's been calling that. Not that far. That's where I would stay right now against Kaysen Korth, is on that outside of that plate. Make her chase something off. I wouldn't come in on her, let her get her hands on it. There you go, good pitch. It's okay. Runner on second, nobody out. I think Riverton's trying to get 4 more runs here so they can just get this game over with. They don't want to battle with West again. You know, up 10 after 5 is a 10-run rule. And actually, I don't know if they do that in the championship game, but they did yesterday.
I think they still do.
Okay.
I think rules are rules.
Rules are meant to be broken. There we go, 4-pitch walk to Kaysen Korth.
I do have a question. Aren't you my boss?
Oh yeah, and you don't, and you stay by the rules always. Exactly. Frick.
All I can say is Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "If you're not cheating, you're not trying." So now everybody's like, "Oh, you know, after I won the gold medal, the Russians are like, look like you were using steroids." I'm like, "Have you seen a picture of me and him?" I'm like, "I'm a pudgy farm boy from Wyoming. I didn't quite look like him, a Russian Adonis."
Nah, that's pretty crazy, Rulon. You're able to do that. That guy, like you say, look at those pictures. It's crazy. No, I'm just saying it's crazy you're able to do that. So, you know, I always give you a hard time, but I got nothing but love and respect for you, man.
Oh, I know. That's right.
I know you always threaten to throw me off the balcony.
No, I don't got a harmless bone in my body. A donut maybe would disagree with you, maybe.
Jolie Mayfield. I know I've said it once, I've said it twice, but the state leader in RBIs here, Jolie Mayfield.
You say 1,000 times because when it's true, it's true.
60.
You got to know exactly
63
who you're
RBIs on the year, absolutely. She picked up her 62nd yesterday, 63rd today. Looking for more. She's going shopping in the gap. Get up, get up, get out. Let's go. Let's go, Jolie.
And that is what you're looking at. That's why she is, as you just said, the state leader.
Yeesh. Well, you know, it takes a team to get on base in front of her, right? To get all those RBIs. But 3-run moonshot, no doubter. Off the bat of Jolie Mayfield. Almost a walk-off homer. If there would have been one more run on, it would have been a walk-off game over type situation there. But unbelievable piece of hitting from Jolie Mayfield, the Ute commit.
And that's the confidence to sit back, and take it when
Look at
it's
this.
there.
Boom. Let's go, Jolie.
Just great form. Just love that, you know. Give a player an opportunity to perform at the highest level. West has been playing hard today, you know, fighting to come back, and
hey,
you know, Riverton's just been stacked.
Sometimes run into a buzzsaw, right? I mean, no discredit to West out there playing a great game, but haven't had some extra zip on it. Oh, good hit off the. Hey, good play out there at third base and stayed down on it, but unable. That was a hard hit from Kylie Roche. I'll be curious if they give her a hit or an error, because sometimes, how do you stop that? I mean,
yeah, it's coming. It's coming. You got to get the mid on it just to slow it down, and they did make a play on it, but If you don't, you have half a second to react to a ball and assuming it's coming off the ground at what amplitude. And
I'm glad I'm not the scorekeeper on that one, because I think it probably is an error, but that's a tough error to give there.
Oh man.
Either way, it brings up Mariah Delgado. Pass ball. Is it hit her?
No, it
hit her on the foot. Yeah, they're sending her down. I think if that's the only pitch I could ever be hit by anymore, is a slow little roller that hits the ground about 3 times first and then hits my foot, I could deal with that one. So it looks like the winning run is on second. I would say 90 feet away, but I know these bases aren't that far. Probably 90 feet, 45 and 45, so 90 feet away. Might be further, might be 60, 120 feet away. Meeting of the minds here in the circle. West coach has come and talked to the umpire. Not sure what. Hey, look who's up, Ruland, with the game on the line here. Lily Heights.
Well,
base hit here ends the game, I'm pretty sure. Lily's been retired 2 times in a row, though, so I keep talking her up.
Well, with 0 outs, runners on first and second, scoring position, 1 run, you win the state title. This is kind of West is pulling everybody together, making sure that they all know what's at stake. Even though you may extend another inning, you only have 3 outs, you're still putting yourself in a position.
All but 2 innings. I mean, the first and the 6th inning have been Riverton's batted around the order and got some hits going. But other than that, it's been, a good played game. That's how any sport can turn, is, just get the momentum and ride that momentum in any inning. So see if Lily Heights can end the game here. Comes a pitch, rifled into the shortstop. Good play by Finoti to get over there, backhand it, throw it over to third. Her momentum was taking her that way. Great play.
Yep,
from Finoti.
Knock the lead runner down.
Absolutely.
Keep the winning run at second base. So great plays. Knowing exactly what you got to do, and that's exactly what they said. We don't have any other bases to put anybody on, so knock down that lead runner.
Absolutely. Brings up Kylie Carroll.
That ball is zipping in, realizing this may be the end of the era. West making it to the state championships. There's no guarantee ever, next year, next team will ever get here. So, she's putting a little bit extra on each of those pitches.
That looks outside, called strike. He likes that corner. Yeah, pitchers know that, so he's been consistent.
Oh, yeah. And that's why, you adjust your expectation of that corner. You're doing a great job of it.
Outside. Ball 2.
Yeah,
2 balls to strike.
That's probably 2 inches different than the previous pitch, but it's just that much, just enough.
Riverton looking to end this game here on 1 swing of the bat. West trying to extend the game. Ball 3, 3-1. Good hitter's pitch right here. A good hitter's count to get a good pitch.
You gonna take a swing at this, or you gonna load them up?
Oh, if it's there, I'm swinging.
Going for the fences, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Wind's going from left to right.
Walked her.
I thought that one was a little close, but just didn't get that corner. Nowhere to put him, so something's going to go down.
So Chloe Woods, the 9th hitter, right fielder for Riverton. Bases are juiced, nowhere to put her. Can't walk her. Rips one down. GG. That's the game. First pitch, swinging Chloe Woods. Rockets a laser in between second and first. Doggy pile, baby. Let's go. That was a little short-lived doggy pile. Someone must have been squished down there on the bottom of the pile. Get off me, get off me. Let's go, Riverton.
You're going to mess up my hair, okay?
No. So back-to-back champs, Riverton. 6A defending champs come in make short work in the double elimination tournament of all the teams. Finally give up a run to West here in this last game, but not enough as Riverton takes it to West, 11-1 to end the game.
That's just impressive. Up and down the board, you know, great job to Riverton, but you know what? You got to look at West and say, you know what? Great way to come out. Just some of the balls didn't fall in their mitts or, you know, in the fielding they were hoping for. But just a great performance from both teams.
Absolutely.
Great sportsmanship, and you know, I just love to see the competition at these level of athletes, and you can see that there is potential for them to go on to the next level.
Player of the game, Rulin?
I gotta stick with pitching, baby.
Yeah, I mean, not only is she pitching, Jam Man, she was on. She got on 4 times, scored twice. She got
incredible.
A couple RBIs. She went 4 for 4. Excuse me, 3 for 3. She walked once. Pitched a complete gem, only giving up 4 hits. Pitched around an error or 2 from her team. Did a great job. So Kason Korth, I got her as well, Rulin MVP. That was fun though. Thanks to KSL Sports, and you know, if you're tuning in and want to watch some baseball too, their games start here in 30 minutes over there. But congratulations to Riverton. Riverton Silverwolves, back-to-back state 6A state champs. Let's go, baby. Any final words, Rulin?
You know, this is what high school athletics is about, is going out, competing, having fun, enjoying it, and you know, now we get to watch the the Riverton Silverwolves
trying to douse their coach.
Yeah,
man, it's a hot day. I think I would let that thing hit me, you know.
They're trying to get the coach.
Coach wants it. Let's go. Oh, she moved. She says bring it on, then she moves. Let's go.
You know what? Hey, they got one little score. You know, they give up one little score, but just dominating from up and down. So Riverton, great job. And this is what high school athletics is about. You know, I think it's the truest sport, you know, in the world. You know, you can go anywhere in the world, but if you watch high school athletics here in America, I think that is truly a special sport for me.
Absolutely. You got Jan Whitaker out there, the UHSAA leader over softball, delivering the trophy out there to him. So congratulations to Riverton 5A, 6A state champs, and Spanish Fort 5A state champs. What a great day last couple days being here with you, Rulin, and we'll do it again, huh?
Well, I look forward to it. This is something truly special for these kids and for the state of Utah. So thank you for tuning in, and you have a beautiful summer. And you young athletes, get out there, start training, and this could be you someday, winning state titles. All the best.